Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about my current planner stack, and the reason we're going to do that is because I'm changing things up sort of for 2022, and there are a couple of these that I can move into. In fact, I already moved into one for December, and then that makes January easier for me and the end of December easier for me because let's face it, the end of December and the first couple days of January are pretty jam-packed and somewhat stressful depending on your situation, how many things you have to attend or people you have to deal with or whatever. So we're going to do this now so that I can move into a couple of planners, which we will do in another video, and then the video after that we're going to talk about all my planners for this year. So this is video 1 in my 2021 to 2022 planner conversion series. That's what I'll try to come up with a better name for that, but for right now that's what it is. Okay, so first up, this is my budget planner, and my budget planner stays separate because I have children who are nosy, and I keep this basically upstairs where they don't, in my room. So as you can see, it's quite thin because I've been taking stuff out, and right now all that's left in here is December, and then all my extra pages that I didn't use over the course of the year that I stick in the back because it's an undated planner, so I can do that. So like if I want a savings tracker, I don't have one for that month, or I want an extra one, I didn't have enough room, whatever, I can come back here and grab it. And I just use the folder for a divider and to hold the couple sheets of stickers that came with one of the companion packs. So I did buy the new budget planner for this year, the dated one, the classic size. I am going to use the guts of that planner, but I'm keeping this cover and my pretty blue metal discs because I just can't let go of them. So basically I'm going to put December on top of everything that's in there, take out the things in there that I don't necessarily need, if there are any. There's probably at least one or two. And then this cover's going on there, and that cover will hold the archive of its guts, which is another thing we'll discuss when we move into planners. So this is staying at least in cover and disc form, but I'm using that new planner. I really like my budget planner, and I like to keep it separate. So this is my Transformer planner, and there are things in here that are not working for me. Sorry, it's early. I need the coffee. So this is an 18-month planner. This was part of the dark florals, I think that's what they called it, moody florals line, and I love this planner. So it's an 18-month planner, so really I've still got another 6 months I could use of this. I'm not going to. So this is just one of my dashboards. I pulled it out from somewhere in here. And then this is vellum with my name on it that I got from Live Love Posh. That's really pretty. That will be staying. I always forget to write my name in my planner, mostly because my handwriting stinks. So, like, that's as close as it gets, really. And then I've got 2021 here, and then I yanked things out. I was in the hospital, so there's nothing there. So I've got that November, and then I've got December, which, like I said, I don't usually use currently pages. If you didn't see that video, there's a currently pages video. I did one for my social media planner, and I did one in my big work planner, which I also did not bring down here because you guys have seen that multiple times. I'm moving into another big work planner, and I am taking December out of that one and moving it into this one, and I'm gonna take December and move it into my new catch-all, I think. No, now I gotta try to remember which planners I'm using. Yes, so I can move this into my new catch-all, and then that just makes January easier for me. And I'm pretty sure the currently page looks almost exactly the same, so that will work. So then I've got these things in here. These are, I did not use these at all. These were totally useless for me. These were from some kind of home extension pack, I think. So this one is projects. I didn't use it. This one is budget. I thought maybe I could ditch a budget planner and use this, and then I looked at it. This is really tiny. Just looking at it is giving me a headache. I mean, I guess for a monthly overview maybe, but like, I can't deal with that. So it never got used, and it's leaving and not coming back. And then there was this chores thing, which I thought was a great idea. It was all gung-ho about, you know, cleaning and yeah, I get like that, and then I don't finish what I was working on in the first place. A lot of this stuff just automatically gets done. It's a cute idea, and I like it, and if you need help organizing chores, giving chores to kids, something like that, remembering that, you know, you should clean your drapes and walls and things like that, then this might be good for you. It did nothing for me, so all of that is coming out. So like I said, this is a transformer planner, which is one of my favorite things. Once I discovered this, pretty quickly into when I started actually using Happy Planner, I discovered this, and I was just like, that is awesome, because I buy things because I like my first attraction to a planner is its cover, and then when I find out that the guts don't work for me, I get so upset, because I really want that cover. It's worse when you go to like Michael's and they have all their recollection planners, and they always sneak them into the Happy Planner display, so you see like the corner of a cover and you're like, oh, that looks cool, and you pick it up and then you see that coil and it's like, oh. And I, like, personally, I will go through and find all of those and walk them back to their section of the aisle just because it bothers me that much. So yeah, I'm a little crazy like that. So this is, I don't remember if this was a notebook, a meal planner, or a recipe organizer, but I liked the cover for recipe stuff, and I do meal plan. Meal planning in this does not work for me. It does not work for my kids. Like, I like the kitchen conversion stuff. I can put that on my fridge. I've got 3 of them, so I can put all of those on my fridge. I can laminate them. I got a laminator, so we're going to be laminating like all the things as soon as I hook it up. It's in the box over there. I have a whole package of these little grocery lists, and my new meal planner comes with a market list in the back, but I love those new block pads I got. Like, they are the best thing ever, so these won't be getting used for a while, like maybe when I run out of the block pads and you can't get them anymore. This is a meal planner page that I had downloaded, you know, purchased and then downloaded from Etsy. I used a few of them. They're back here. I did actually used to use a Recollections meal planner, and figuring out how to get my pages out just so I knew like things we made that my daughter liked, because she's very picky. I call her picky eater, and stuff like that. So I kind of kept like a historical record of that. So that stuff's in here. I'm pretty sure it's in reverse chronological order. So, you know, I try to decorate them. Sometimes I don't bother. And then I bought these. I don't remember if this was part of like a companion pack, or if it was a separate purchase, or if it came with this cover. I don't know. But these pages, I think, have not been used at all. It's gotten to the point where like meal planning is done on a refrigerator list, and I don't like that, because that gets lost. People think it's a shopping list, and that just disappears. So we have the meal planner. The other problem with the meal planner is if this planner is not accessible to the children, they don't know what they're supposed to take out of the freezer for dinner the night before, and that's one of their chores. And I say children, but they're 19 and 20 years old, and they help me cook and shop and plan and all that stuff. So, you know, it's helpful if they know what they're supposed to be taking out for dinner for the next night. For example, no one took anything out last night. Now I don't know what's for dinner. And then this section is recipes. So like things I print out from the internet, I punched in if my family liked it. And I think this is the single recipe that I wrote in here. So you can see my really bad chicken scratch. I'm one of those people who just grabs things and can make a recipe, and I also like downloading other people's recipes and then messing with them. Like, you'll never see me download someone's recipe and follow it to a T. I will take things out, I will add things in. That's just what I do. So this is like the lone recipe that I have in here, and then I have all these pages, and in case you recognize them, this is exactly the same pretty much as the new recipe pages that they came out with, the new recipe organizers, except these are color and those are, I do believe, black and white or gray and white. And they're like nothing, I don't remember anything being shaded. It's over there. I would have to take off the microphone. I'm not doing that now because we're going to look at it. We've already looked at it in a haul video, and we're going to look at it in the third video of my 2022 planners. So I can just move these pages over and have more pages, and one of my goals for 2022 is to start putting all of the family recipes and stuff into a recipe organizer so that my kids have them, or my kids can make copies of them, and they can just pick it up and access it like a cookbook, instead of, where's mommy's planner? Oh, mommy's at the doctor and has her planner with her, and now we can't look up this recipe. It's just easier. And then I do have a folder back here that came with a meal planning companion pack, and it's got all kinds of stickers back here. Sometimes I use them and sometimes I don't. Mostly don't. And then back here they had come up with like meal planning recipe cards, and I didn't have a use for that because they're index cards and this is a planner. So I was like, where am I going to put these index cards? It makes no sense to me. It's kind of like, where did I find these? One of my wellness packs, because I pulled apart all my companion packs and stuff in preparation for 2022 and wanting my house to be less cluttered. And there's all these like little cards in there, and they're affirmations, and it's like, you know, blank on the back. So it's, I'm kind, I love my body, I'm radiant. There's, you know, different colors, different things. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with these? Like sit here like flash cards and just like nod at them or something? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. So I didn't know what I was supposed to do with these. And what I ended up doing with these was giving one to each member of the family and saying, look, ignore the dates on the side, ignore the meals on the top. I want you to fill each box with your favorite meals, weeknight dinner meals, because lunch is always leftovers or cold cut sandwiches or something like that, salad. In my case, it's usually like cottage cheese and a salad, or cottage cheese and like more cheese. Then that's if I can remember to have lunch. And breakfast is really kind of a weekend thing around here. A whole bunch of us don't really like the concept of breakfast. Like if I wake up and like have coffee and then immediately eat something, I'm gonna be nauseous for hours. I just don't do breakfast. So that being said, I had them fill these cards front and back with all their favorite meals, so that when I go to meal plan, I can yank out the cards and I can go through and I can say, okay, so we want this, we want that, you know, we like this, I have the ingredients for this. It just makes it easier when you have a list of things you already know are like total winners, and then you can go through and pick out, well, you know, I want to make this other thing that's not on here, I want them to try it, or I saw this on YouTube and I think everybody will love this, and whatever. So I also have like 900 cookbooks to pull from. So that's what's currently in here. What's in here is going to change for 2022, and we will talk about that in another video, because this was supposed to be a short, quick video, and I have to get to work. So I have some people coming over too. Alright, so the next one, let's do some easy ones real quick. Alright, so this is my social media planner, which you have seen. There is videos up for this monthly spread, and there's video up for this currently page. You can find them on the channel. So this is an I guess it was an 18-month planner, because it goes all the way through December of 2022. I really like this planner. This is the kind of planner that makes me happy. I like the pages. I mean, the gray box is annoying, but I always cover that because right now I don't know what to do with it anyway. So I'm just going to keep using this for my social media planner for 2022. So this will be staying. And yes, I did replace the god-awful yellow discs quite a while ago, which I think you saw. Alright, so the other thing is, for right now, I am attempting to move into a teacher planner for 2022. So this will obviously only go through, I think it's July or August, because that's when they come out with the new ones. So it goes through July, and then, you know, they do the summer release. It has all the teacher planner layout things, and then you know, if I'm still using this by then, because this is still an experiment, we'll see. So as usual, I have no idea what to do with these, and I took, alright, so I had the two teacher planners, right? I had that dark flower one that I was not digging at all, and then I ordered this one because I liked this cover much better, and it didn't mention teaching, and it looks like Happy Planner like chewed on it before they sent it to me. I keep saying, I keep getting all the damaged stuff. So I took parts of the black floral planner that I liked and frankenplanned them into here. There's frankenplanning is all kinds of different things. So there's frankenplanning where you glue things together to make pages you want, add pages in that you want. If you want to change your layout every couple of weeks or every other week or whatever, you can do that. It just involves having a lot of tape runners. So as long as you've got the budget for that, you can frankenplan your heart out. So this, I think, was the January divider from that planner. So I cut the tab off, and now it's, is this coming up? Yeah. So now it's December. So no monthly, because I don't do monthlies. And I just started it for the 6th through the 12th. I did not do a video on this because I'm still figuring out how I want to set this up, because I'm so used to the wellness layout, which is why I'm irritated that there is no big size wellness planner. There should be. There should be a big size for every type of planner, just regardless, because I would buy them all. But then they would need to come out with zip folios and pouches that would fit them, because I like those too. So anyway, so this is how I have it set up for right now. So I have trackers for, you know, did I get at least 6 hours of sleep? Last night was a total fail. Did I take my medication in the morning? Did I eat lunch? Because like I said, you had me remembering to eat lunch is a thing. And then like stats that I have to track right now, and then some of these things will change. And then I put reflection down here. I have a mood tracker up here, but if it's been like a particularly bad day or a particularly good day, I might need more space than is up there. So that's kind of why this is here, and that might change too. All these categories might change. This is all subject to change. So for here, I've got like Nourish. So I've got drinking water, because I'm bad about drinking water. I will drink coffee all day if you let me. And then this is all because I eat keto. I think I mentioned once or twice I don't eat carbs and sugar. So measure my ketones. I only do that once a week. My blood sugar, I do that every day. I'm not diabetic. I was close to being diabetic, and then I started keto, and my A1C dropped like you wouldn't believe. It dropped like 8 points in 3 months. So, and I lost like 30 pounds really quick. So, and then it's, did I eat keto all day? Because sometimes my kids will make me things thinking that they're making me like keto food, and then they'll use like Nestle chocolate chips in it instead of the keto approved, no actual sugar, like 100% cacao bars that I would put in it. They use like Hershey chocolate chips that are left there for them. So you always gotta check, like, you know, so what'd you put in that today? So then down here I've got stuff like my blood pressure, my steps, make sure I do my IV, which will only be a thing for another 2 weeks. Night meds, that's just vitamins pretty much, and foot bandage. Once I'm all healed from my surgery, that won't be a thing anymore either. And then once a week on Sundays, I'll check my weight. I don't like to do it every day. It fluctuates way too much. You know, it'll like go up 0.2, and then it'll go down like 1.5, and then it goes up 0.3. That's just too much for my little brain to handle. So not going to do that. So that's as far as I got so far with this experiment, is this one page. So we'll be doing this week, I'm going to try to do a video. Oh, and I had started to do this one, and I messed it up. Like, I messed up these tags, and then I decided I wasn't going to use it. And then I was like, that's a perfectly good page. I just need to undo the tags and fix them. So, not this coming week, because I want to try to do it all by myself again. But the following week, I already have a lot of that side of the page done. Obviously, it's not dated yet or anything. And that was easy, because I just took out the dated page that would have gone here. Or I could just glue this to that one. But, like I said, I want to do a video. So, this will work. Excuse the yawning. It's early and I'm tired. Okay, and then that takes us to, I'm just going to show you this now, and then it's just going to be here's my wellness planner when I go through the 2022 planners. So January, I didn't like that one either, so I glued on another divider, just cut the tabs off, stick it on. Obviously haven't moved into this one yet. Did I put the currently page in? Yeah, I put the currently page in, but I don't think, did I glue that one? Alright, I glued January. I don't think I went through and glued them all though. Alright, so like here's February. Not glued down yet. So, you know, I got to a certain extent. I liked this divider, so I kept it. March, haven't glued that down, but I like the divider, so I kept it. And I don't mind the colors in this because all the wellness stickers are colorful, so that doesn't bother me. It all just kind of goes together. Except that orange book, that one's weird. I think that came out last year or the year before. I have 2 of them, and it's difficult to use large portions of it. I just don't like it. Oh, excuse me. So, April, not glued down. Didn't like this divider, people. So, I grabbed this one from the other planner, and it matches. They're both pink, so this kind of matches like that pink, and it's got pink foil, which I think is cool. So that's April. So now we go to May. Not glued down. This divider was fine. June. This divider was fine. July. This divider is not fine. So I took this one and, you know, just cut the tab off. And then I took all the currently pages from the other one. And then there's this checklist thing. Alright, so this was fine. So then I've got checklists in grayscale, for lack of a better term, and then I've got checklists from this one which are colored. I don't know what I might use these for, to be perfectly honest. But I know there's videos out there, people have them, like, you know, 20 things you can do with them, 100 things you can do with them, and then this was just a notes page for the back because it didn't have one since I Frankenplanned things. So anyway, that's for right now going to be my wellness planner for 2022, but starting this month, because that just makes it one less planner that I have to move into and figure out for 2022. Alright, and then this one. And I think that's, you guys have seen all my planners now because I left the work one upstairs because you guys have seen that one and the social media the most. Alright, I don't like the print on the outside of this thing, but I love this thing. Excuse me. I have a bunch of things that I usually have in here that I took out. I ordered another one because I could use rewards on it, and it made it cheaper than I could get it at Joann's, who was, you know, had like one left in stock, and I didn't want to run that risk. So normally, it's another Transformer planner, by the way, but on plastic discs, which I'm not fond of because they stick. And like, oh, who was it? Nita, she goes by Neatly Planned. She did like some Michael's classes online last year, and she had said just like rub them with wax paper and then they'll flip fine. And I've done that probably 15-20 times and it doesn't help me at all. So that's not working out for me, and this planner's getting metal discs. The only reason the new wellness planner doesn't have metal discs is because it's white plastic discs, and I'm okay with white plastic discs. Plus that one doesn't really go anywhere. That one just hangs out upstairs. Alright, so this is my faith planner. I'm kind of torn on this because on the one hand I want the larger faith planner. Let's see if I can find a page that I can show you. Alright, because I took October out. So this is from when I was in the hospital. So I put, like, and I didn't decorate it because I had too much to write. So I put the readings from the main church up here, and it was like Reformation Sunday and stuff like that, so there was extra things to read here. So I put them up here. As you can see, my handwriting stinks. There's not enough room to put them here. Like one line obviously per day is not going to work for that. And then I just kind of pretend that these don't belong here, and I'll just write about what I read down here. But as you can see, like, I have these little lines like where I go over, and a lot of times I can still write more. So is there one still in here where I have a page? No. Alright, I have them over here though somewhere, I think. No. Alright, they're buried in a stack right now, so in the interest of not dropping that all over the place, I'm going to leave it alone. So basically what it is I'll take faith planner paper, short lists, full-size, classic-size pieces that come in like the companion packs or the separate packs, and I'll put it in here, and then I'll put the date, and I'll just start writing as if it's a journal because I need more space. I do Bible studies too, and I have like a whole separate notebook for those because there's no way I can fit that in here. So even though this planner, like, there we go. Okay, so this planner is not as bright as my original faith planner was like wild, crazy colors. And that was kind of fun because I don't decorate a whole lot. I have all the faith stickers except one book, and that's the only book I'm missing from the fall release. And that's coming soon. So, so I'm only missing one book, and I do use stickers. Usually I use stickers along the side, and then the rest of this is writing. Sometimes I cover these up with like washi or like some inspirational strip. They put those in the bigger faith books, sticker books. So, you know, you can do that for this. So I still have 12 months, 6 months. No, it ran through the end of 2022. So I still have like another year worth of planner, I do believe, for this. So I'm kind of torn because it's really pretty and I really like it. And then I've got stuff in here. See, I carry around like the little sticker books that you can punch in. I keep those up front. I've got hymns up front, stuff like that. The inside cover is pretty. The outside cover I think is stunning, but I really need the extra space, or at least I feel like I need the extra space. It's kind of an experiment. So I do have a big size faith planner, which we will look at later, and I'm going to be taking this out of here. Obviously I can't move into it yet because the page sizes are different. So this will be staying through December, and then I will have January set up so that I can just jump right into that. This is my journal. It's a Disney Princess horizontal. I can think of no other use for horizontal, and they're really hard for me to decorate. So this is my current journal. Get to a page that's not been used yet. Okay. So basically it looks like this. This is another one where I don't use the monthly, and I don't do it currently. It's just my journal. As you can see at the end, it goes into January 2022. This was another, I think, 18-month planner. So I have more of this upstairs. So since I could not find or did not like any large-sized horizontals that would work for me, I'm going to be keeping this, finishing this one, and then I have an undated horizontal princess planner that I could finish the year with, unless they come out with a large horizontal that I want to move in with, in which case that would go with, I would transform plan that with the wellness planner teacher version, unless that doesn't work out for me and I go back to the classic size wellness planner that I picked up at Target that you guys saw in a haul video. It's all very complicated and all basically depends on how things work for me. But the plan right now is to keep the Disney journal going. And then this is my guided journal. They just came out with another version of this on Monday in the winter release. So if you looked at that, there's pages that aren't used. Look at these. They're pretty much exactly the same, except they don't have color in the new one. Ways to take time for myself, how I showed kindness to others and myself, small victories, what made you feel accomplished today. You put the date in the circle, you can circle your mood over there, and then you get, in some places you get a page to just draw or write or whatever. Are two pages stuck together here? Yeah, they are. Okay. And then this is the week of, so it's like the beginning of a week kind of deal. So list out 3 things that are making me feel comforted, inspired, happy, 2 actions I can take to achieve 1 goal this week, what challenge lies ahead this week, how can I overcome it, list out people who are supportive of me, and you get your blank page, and then you go back to these, and this stuff kind of changes. So like how I show kindness to others and myself, songs that make me feel happy, what I'm feeling grateful for, what did I learn about today, and then something that made me laugh today, best thing that happened today, and the small victories I think is always, yeah, it's always there. So what is inspiring me today, ways I can spread happiness, how I showed kindness to others and myself, what did I learn today, what challenges did you face today, I think that should be I, but whatever, what was exciting about today. So it's the same, based on the preview I saw of squad members flipping through it, this is the exact same planner, just without color. These are still available in stores. I think I saw them at Joann's. I bought a whole bunch of them clearance from Michael's because my daughters and I both use these. So I have more of them. Plus I have the rest of my guided journal collection. So there's really no reason for me to change that, and it does not come in a big. And then this is the last part. This is my current wellness journal. I didn't like the cover, so I switched it to this other cover from a planner I didn't like. And I think I can show you all of December, right? Because I haven't even started using the other one. Alright, so this is the layout of this journal, this wellness planner. So it's got intention, nourish, movement, take note. So the only things I moved into the new bigger one were the nourish and the movement, and then I changed these things. So this is, and I was changing them in this before too. So this is mood, and then this has like prompts up here for what to do with these bottom boxes. If I don't need like more space than what's up here for mood, then I could always go down here and either use this or cover it. I'm big in covering it. So I will not be continuing to use, this one ended December anyway. It was a 12-month. So I will not be continuing to use that one. Actually, that one can come out. Yeah. Alright, so I'll take that out later. So, and then we're back to my face planner. So that and my big work planner that you've seen like 50 times are my current planner setup. So it's just, and this is brand new really, so. And really this is new. I started this in November. And then my budget planner. So that's my, and my work, so add in my work planner, and this is my current stack. You know, and these are transformer planners. So we'll talk about what's working, what's not working, what's going, what's getting transformed together, what's getting frankenplanned in another video. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a couple of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.